Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second installment of Quarantine Boredom, aka this brand new City Skylines project called Saguaro Valley. And in today's episode, we will be tackling on quite a bit actually. We are going to begin the basic layout of the road network here in the city, as you can see here, the freeways. And right now, I'm just going to try and recreate one of the freeway interchanges here in Phoenix that connects the I-10 and the I-17. And I know that I said this wasn't going to be a complete ripoff or recreation of the city of Phoenix, but I guess the more I play this, the more it's going to just turn into that because I'm completely unoriginal. But I'll try to steer away from that in the future. But yeah, right now we're just building this freeway interchange. I'm using Move It to get a lot of the roads uh, just line up better because vanilla. I'm not going to be playing pure vanilla City Skylines. By the way, there are going to be quite a few mods and assets, but it's not going to be crazy because my computer definitely cannot handle too much. Like, it can barely run the recording software and the game at the same time, so I wouldn't be surprised if later down the road I just can't continue this project due to computer limitations. But uh, yeah, it's quite a chunky episode. Not too bad though. It's just under 10 minutes, so hopefully we'll all survive this probably kind of boring but semi-interesting video. And yeah, just enjoy the rest of the video where I will be popping in and out, talking about different things that I'm building and what I plan to do with the series and whatnot. So yeah, enjoy the cool music, and I will be right back with you in just a moment. And we are back, and if you did like that little cinematic transition between parts of the video, that is something that I'm going to be doing throughout this entire series. It's something that the YouTuber that I mentioned in the first video, Prez, he does that a lot to just break up the video, because I know that just watching someone placing down a bunch of buildings and roads can be very repetitive and dull, so anything to spice things up can help the video. One of the things that I did change during the video is the fact that I disabled the campus DLC for City Skylines, because I don't know, something about that DLC just kept lagging out my game, and it just made it borderline unplayable. And I tried removing some other DLCs like Mass Transit and whatnot, but those worked fine. But I removed them and just kept the campus DLC, and it still was running kind of choppy. So I guess I just can't use the campus DLC, and that's quite the shame because I planned on using it to build a lot of the university campuses that I plan to build here. But I guess I'll just have to resort to using the Steam Workshop and using the community-made buildings and university buildings there. Which, it's not the end of the world, but it kind of sucks because I really wanted to use some of the stadiums that came with it, but it's not the end of the world, and I guess we'll just have to use what's provided on the Steam Workshop. am back. You can now hear my lovely voice once again, but the good news is that we are now nearing the end of the video. As you can see, I'm just building these little apartment complexes around the city and a few neighborhoods just to get a few people living in the city, because a lot of the buildings are just complaining about not having any workers and all that, and I just hate seeing all those little error messages and whatnot just floating above the buildings. It's annoying. So yeah, and if you saw during the little time lapse here, I did create just a giant neighborhood or a block of houses just on the other side of the freeway. I did that off camera just because I didn't want this video to be too long, and I just don't really feel like I need to showcase everything, just some of the good stuff, I guess. But yeah, right now I'm just detailing these areas with trees and shrubs just to bring some life into it. And also, one of my favorite parts of this video is this freeway decoration, because I've been playing this game for quite a bit and I just never get these decorations just to look good on the sides of the freeways. I just don't know, something about, I just never been able to like get these to look semi decent, but I think today or in this episode I managed to pull it off. So that's something to be proud of, I guess. And we are finishing up this episode here, just detailing this freeway. I obviously use a lot of shrubs and bushes here, which is something that I don't know if I should be doing because this is a desert city, but I don't know. When I go on Google Maps and I see Phoenix and other cities around here, there does tend to be a lot of greenery around here, even though it is the desert. So I don't know, kind of a weird detail, but I guess it's something that I'll have to recreate. And with that music starting to creep in at the end, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of this episode. So I do hope you all enjoyed this giant leap forward into the making of the city. And if you really like the video, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. But anyways, thank you all for watching and see you next time.